the mistakes. So yeah, overall can't complain.
Looking more generally at the 5 days, I think it would have been very easy for any rider becoming a factory rider for the first time, and in the first hour their new teammate, the world champion, goes out injured to maybe lose the focus and for things to become just a little bit too much. But as you've said, you've progressed every day, getting to a point where I'm sure you feel ready for round one. Looking at pre-season as a whole, how happy are you with how things have gone?
Yeah, well, was a tough day, the first one in Sepang for all of us, for Jorge especially, because of the injury, but for me, for the team, and yeah, it was a shame. So just I tried my best. I tried to work in the best way possible. Of course, for me was everything new. Was
compare the other riders, but anyway, position is a position. So yeah. As I said, we can be happy with the performance of this morning, and there is still a lot of gap to the top guys, so we'll keep working.
Now, with all testing almost done, there's just left this afternoon. Do you think your adaptation to the MotoGP bike is 100% complete now?
It's never been 100, so what I can say is just I'm on my way. So. As I said before, we'll keep walking.
How ready are you for the first race in Thailand?
I don't really know, to be honest.
It's always the race when we really measure it, and where you can really measure it. And I personally, my method, so the style is normally that not even focusing too much for this. Every day we try to improve. We try to be better and better, and measuring time, then it's in the races.
For Anea and Maverick, it hasn't been the easiest of pre-seasons. Their adaptation period has taken some time. Do you feel that steps have been made over the last 2 days?
Of course, it's normal that takes some time, and same time when you try to adapt for the new package and the new crew and everything, you need to test some items, so it's not the easiest thing.
By his interviews, but as mentioned moments ago, he knows how to put a winning team together. Well, the checker flag is out, and that is officially that. Pre-season testing is over. The next time we see motorcycles on track competitively after these practice starts have been concluded, it will be the first free practice session, February the 28th, free practice 1 for the Thai Grand Prix, round 1 of 2020 here in Buriram. Frank Giannini, the Italians, 14th. Is that? Yes, as we reflect on the 2 days of testing here and the 5 days of testing we've seen overall, whilst Ducati might have stood still from a technical point of view, it certainly feels heading into the first race as if the colour is still red.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was going to have to take something remarkable for us to go into the start of the season as once again, Ducati, the factory. That's been another common theme throughout pre-season, the huge difficulties that both Pecco Bagnaia and Marc Marquez are having to get it off the line. Right now, if I was to predict how the opening race of the year is going to go, it would be that Marc Marquez starts from pole position, is 8th at the end of the first lap, but comes through to win. I mean, it is obvious how many issues they're having. Bagnaia, whether it's the rear wheel spinning up, whether it's the front wheel going up skywards, it is a huge, huge problem that they've had throughout the course of pre-seasons of how best to get that GP25 off the line.
Pecco Bagnaia. Yesterday, when we were watching some of those practice starts, Pecco Bagnaia made a practice start that was so poor that he gave himself a rather sarcastic thumbs up as it all went wrong. In terms of getting a bike off the line, that KTM of Brad with an edge. One question you put to Davide Taurozzi there, a story that might be worth following as we go through the season, is how many engines they've got. They've got now essentially 6 bikes on the grid, assuming Fabio Di Giannantonio goes the same route as Marc Marquez and Pecco Bagnaia, and at the moment we've got no reason to suspect that he was with GP25 engines. They're essentially going to have 6 GP24 engined bikes on their fleet this year.
It's going to be a story that we'll have to keep a very close eye on, because I am absolutely assured of the fact that if there are some serious engine difficulties for whatever reason for any of the GP24s over the start of the year, I don't think there's going to be that many spares going around, because the Bologna factory have been preparing for half of the field to have 2024 packages. They've made enough changes to them, a very short turnaround window to now supply 6 machines with the same engine. I think it's going to have to be a story that we watch. Obviously, the manufacturers, the engineers are very, very clever when it comes to managing the mileage of the engines, and I think even more so challenge getting that thing off the line.
Yeah, and keeping that front wheel down on his way down to absolutely no problems with that, and it sits so low as they get that motorcycle off the line. It is practically dragging along the surface like a dragster. That was Raul Fernandez getting himself off the line. Good to see that he's got plenty of running underneath him. Here's another look at Marc Marquez. Luca Marini disappears off in his wake, and once again you can see there front wheel off the ground once, twice, three times. And
but that was a sprint. Same for